On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Storytelling.
The act or art of narrating or writing stories.
Examples:
Storytelling performance. Courtroom storytelling. She was skilled in storytelling techniques, such as using different voices for other characters.
Crayon.
A stick of colored wax, charcoal, chalk, or other material used for drawing or coloring. Verb, to draw or color with crayons, which are sticks of colored wax, chalk, or charcoal used for drawing or coloring.
Examples:
Crayon drawing. Crayon her coloring books. The teacher handed out several different colored crayons to each student.
Mango.
Tropical fruit with smooth, juicy flesh and a large, hard seed in the middle.
Examples:
Ripe mango. Fresh mango. She cut the mango into small pieces and added them to the salad.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
A few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Impressionable.
Easily influenced or affected by others, especially by new or unfamiliar experiences or ideas, susceptible to being molded or shaped by external factors or influences.
Examples:
Impressionable youth. Impressionable minds. Children are very impressionable and need positive role models to develop properly.
Foreigner.
A person who is not a citizen or national of the country they are in, someone from a different country, culture, or origin.
Examples:
Foreigner visa. Unknown foreigner. She faced some challenges as a foreigner in the business world, but was soon respected for her expertise.
Writ.
A written legal order or command.
Examples:
A writ of summons. Issue a writ. He was served with a writ of eviction, giving him the notice to vacate the property.
Kink.
A tight curl, twist or bend in an object, particularly in a piece of wire, hose, or tubing, a peculiar or eccentric liking or habit.
Examples:
Kink in the neck. Sexual kink. The kink in the hose was preventing water from flowing correctly.
Unintended.
Not planned or meant.
Examples:
Unintended bias. Unintended misunderstanding. Excessive human interference in the global environment may bring unintended consequences.
Yam.
A starchy tuber vegetable, native to Africa and Asia, often prepared as a side dish or in stews and soups.
Examples:
Yam plantation, yam dish. The sweet taste of roasted yams is one of my favorite autumn flavors.
Raffia.
A natural fiber obtained from the leaves of a palm tree, primarily used for making handicrafts, mats, hats, and other woven items, often characterized by its strength and flexibility.
Examples:
Wrap gifts with raffia, woven raffia. The market stall displayed colorful raffia bags and baskets.
Startle.
To cause a sudden or unexpected reaction of surprise, alarm, or fear in someone, typically by means of a sudden and loud noise, movement, or event.
Examples:
Startle for a moment. Startle the world. The loud bang outside the window caused him to startle and spill his coffee.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Disappoint.
To fail to meet someone or their hopes or expectations, to make someone feel sad.
Examples:
Disappoint the audience. Don't disappoint me. She worked very hard not to disappoint her boss's expectations.
Patronizing.
Displaying an air of condescension or superiority towards others, often in a way that comes across as insincere or manipulative, demonstrating a condescending or dismissive attitude.
Examples:
Patronizing remark. Patronizing behavior. The manager's attitude towards his employees was patronizing.
Catastrophe.
A sudden event that causes extreme ruin and misfortune.
Examples:
Catastrophe risk management. Avoid climate catastrophe. The lack of funds has resulted in a catastrophe for our university system.
Consciously.
With awareness, in a deliberate manner.
Examples:
Consciously aware of a problem. Act consciously. He consciously criticizes her in the publicity.
Irritable.
Easily or frequently agitated, annoyed, or angered, prone to becoming tense or angry in response to minor stimuli or events.
Examples:
Irritable bowel syndrome. Irritable mood. Lack of sleep can make me irritable and easily annoyed.
Incomprehensible.
Impossible to understand or explain, not able to be grasped or comprehended.
Examples:
Incomprehensible jargon. Incomprehensible math problem. The mathematical formula was incomprehensible to most of the students.
Senseless.
Lacking meaning, purpose, or reason, without sense or sensibility, foolish or irrational.
Examples:
senseless terror attack, senseless slaughter. The senseless act of violence left the community in shock and mourning.
Quote:
to repeat or reproduce the words or statement of someone else, often acknowledging the source, to give an estimated cost or price for goods or services.
Examples:
quote a source, quote a price. In his speech, he quoted a famous philosopher to emphasize his point.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
aft cabin, aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Sub-Saharan.
Of or relating to or situated in the area south of the Sahara Desert.
Examples:
Sub-Saharan Africa, Sub-Saharan countries. The coffee producers in sub-Saharan countries are at the sharp end of fluctuations in price.
Contend.
To struggle to win or surmount something.
Examples:
contend that tobacco is non-addictive. Contend for a championship. Tobacco companies have long contended that their product is not addictive.
Starve.
To suffer or die from lack of food, to cause someone or something to suffer or die from lack of food, to deprive something of necessary nourishment or sustenance.
Examples:
starve for a victory. Starve to death. If you don't eat soon, you're going to starve.
Synonymous.
Having the same or a similar meaning as another word or phrase.
Examples:
synonymous terms. Non-synonymous mutation. The phrase big shot and important person are synonymous.
Sneaking.
Characterized by stealth, secrecy, or furtiveness, done in a surreptitious or underhanded manner.
Examples:
sneaking suspicion. A sneaking sense of satisfaction. He had a sneaking admiration for his rival's work, even though they were competitors.
Tortilla.
A type of thin flatbread made from corn or wheat, common in Mexican and Central American cuisine, often used as a wrap or served as a side dish.
Examples:
tortilla chips. Tortilla wraps. I love to make tacos with fresh tortillas.
Overwhelm.
To defeat someone or something by using a great deal of force, to have a strong emotional effect on somebody.
Examples:
he was overwhelmed with gratitude. Overwhelm opponents by numbers. Too much variety may overwhelm and confuse viewers.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people. A person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Immerse.
To become fully involved in a particular activity, to dip or submerge in a liquid, especially so that they or it are entirely covered.
Examples:
Immerse the cloth in the dye. Completely immerse the ingredient. He immersed himself in his research.
Abject.
Extremely unpleasant and degrading, physically or emotionally impoverished, miserable, wretched, and hopeless.
Examples:
Abject failure. Abject despair. The abject poverty in the slums is a concern for the government.
Dispossess.
To deprive someone of the possession or use of something, often property or land.
Examples:
Dispossess a person of his property. Dispossess an entire township. He was forced to dispossess his tenants because they couldn't pay the rent.
Secondly.
Used to introduce the second point or item in a list or series of statements, considerations, etc.
Examples:
Secondly connected. Secondly, it is important. Firstly, we will discuss the budget. Secondly, we will go over the schedule.
Psychopath.
A person with an extreme personality disorder, characterized by a lack of empathy, remorse, and ethical values, often associated with manipulative and deceitful behavior, impulsivity, and risk-taking tendencies.
Examples:
Psychopath tendencies. Violent psychopath. The detective identified the psychopath who had been terrorizing the city for months.
Repress.
To restrain or control by force, to suppress feelings or memories.
Examples:
Cannot repress laughter. Repress gene expression. He repressed the memories of his traumatic childhood.
Devalue.
To reduce the value or worth of something.
Examples:
Devalue the pound. Devalue a brand. Her negative comments about the project only devalued the team's efforts.
Margarine.
A yellow substance made from vegetable oils or a blend of vegetable and animal fats, commonly used as a substitute for butter and is typically lower in saturated fat and cholesterol.
Examples:
Margarine spread. Vegetable margarine. My mom always switches butter for margarine in recipes.
Ration.
A fixed portion or allowance of something, often referring to food, supplies, or resources, that is distributed or allocated to individuals or groups, especially during times of scarcity or in organized systems.
Examples:
food ration, fuel ration. During the war, families were given a monthly ration of essential goods to ensure everyone had access to basic necessities.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
invade other tissues, invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Overlook.
To fail to notice something, to watch over someone, to provide a view from above.
Examples:
overlook a street, overlook that fact. We cannot overlook an opportunity for great success.
Stereotype.
A fixed and unvarying idea or image that people have about what someone or something is like, but which is often not true in reality and may cause hurt and offense.
Examples:
avoid stereotype, negative stereotypes. Changing stereotypes about LGBTQ requires considerable effort.
Horrific.
Causing horror or disgust, gruesome and terrifying.
Examples:
horrific experience, horrific condition. The accident scene was horrific, with bodies and debris scattered everywhere.
Depress.
To make someone feel sad, low in spirits, or without hope, to make markets, businesses, etc., less active.
Examples:
depress their spirits, depress crop prices. The economic recession depressed the housing market.
Hardworking.
Tending to work with a lot of effort and care.
Examples:
hardworking student, retire from hardworking life. They sought candidates with hardworking and good-natured.
Fearless.
Having no fear, brave.
Examples:
fearless attitude, fearless bravery. The fearless firefighter rushed into the burning building to save a trapped child.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
environmental determinant, a determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Singe.
To burn something slightly or superficially, usually by mistake.
Examples:
singe off the hair over the flames, singe the edges of a fabric. I didn't realize the iron was still hot and singed my dress.
Pigeon.
A simplified form of a language that develops as a means of communication between different groups who do not share a common language, often combining elements from different languages.
Examples:
Creole Pidgin, Pidgin English. In a multicultural city, people often communicate in pidgin languages.
Braid.
A complex pattern, design, or plait formed out of 3 or more strands, often used decoratively in hair, clothing, or textiles, threads of silk, cotton, or other material attached to clothes, uniforms, or other things made of cloth, as a decoration.
Examples:
Braid hair, elastic cord braid. She always wore her hair in a single braid down her back.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Refurbish.
To renovate or improve something old or worn out, typically by cleaning, repairing, or replacing parts to restore its original condition or appearance.
Examples:
Refurbish a room. Refurbish a classic car. I plan to refurbish my old dresser with a fresh coat of paint and new drawer handles.
Malign.
To speak or write about someone or something in a harmful or critical way. Adjective, evil or harmful in nature or influence.
Examples:
Malign influence. Malign the politician in the media. The article maligned the company's reputation with false accusations.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Humanize.
To make something or someone more humane or compassionate. To make something more relatable or understandable to humans.
Examples:
Humanize my pet. Humanize a room. The charity event aims to humanize the homeless rather than treat them as mere statistics.